After solving 400 Leetcode questions, I have gained valuable insights and lessons that have shaped my approach to software development. Here are 5 things that I have learned. Many software developers who are searching for a job are familiar with Leetcode, a website that compiles technical interview questions and answers from top companies such as Google, Facebook, and Microsoft. However, the use of interview problems that focus on data structures and algorithms is becoming increasingly widespread among smaller companies, causing frustration for some who believe that their proficiency in lead coding does not accurately reflect their job capabilities. While I agree that not knowing lead code doesn't make you a bad developer, and it might be true that during your job you might never need to invert a binary tree, there are many things that grinding lead code can teach you which will prove beneficial during your career. So when solving lead code questions, you polish the basic skills of programming. It's like crafting. It's like making your tools sharper, the basic tools. And it always goes down to this, that the basic tools are the things that are critically important. The significance of data structures and algorithms. Leetcode is not a comprehensive course in data structures and algorithms, DSA, and it is important to have a basic understanding of the subject before using the platform. So basically, we do need to learn algorithms before we can even get close to Leetcode. It's very recommended, otherwise it's very frustrating. It is highly recommended to take a course specifically designed to teach the fundamentals, totally agree. However, once you have a foundation in DSA, data structures, algorithms, Leetcode can be an invaluable tool for deepening your understanding of how these concepts work and their best uses. After you have the understanding of data structures and algorithm, Leetcode is, again, the tool that sharpens your abilities. It is important to note that having a solid foundation in data structures is crucial for any developer. A recent example of the importance of data structure algorithms is the story of how a small improvement in an algorithm led to 17% reduction in loading time for GTA V5. The efficient implementation of data structures and algorithms can significantly impact the performance and stability of an application, even under heavy usage. There will always be someone who knows more than you do. That's totally correct. And it's frustrating over the internet because you keep seeing these people who know more than you know. But when you look at a couple of billion people, they will always pop up. And of course, you don't know how many years they practiced the thing that they know. So I tend to feel proud of my code once I have found a solution, but that pride often fades when I read through the comments sections. I have come across implementations that are even better than the official solution. A significant portion of what I have learned while using Leetcode has come from closely examining other people's code and incorporating their suggestions into my own work. This belief that there is always more to learn applies to my professional life as well. I am fortunate to have senior colleagues who have generously shared their knowledge and helped me improve. It's critical. The senior colleagues, people with past experience, it's super critical for anyone to learn from. It's like apprentice. This approach of learning from others has enabled me to absorb as much of their expertise as possible. 3. A seemingly minor detail can have a major impact on your work. Before I began my career, There were no real consequences if I made a mistake in my code. Situational bugs were unlikely to surface and would be ignored. This is not the case now that I contribute to a production codebase where any bug, even if it only affects a minor edge case, can cause problems for clients as thousands of people interact with my work. Leetcode provides excellent training for this type of scenarios. Each problem has hundreds of test cases, often including edge cases that would cause the code to fail if not properly addressed. Recently, I had to work with a database that lacked the necessary constraints and had unexpected values in many rows. I was grateful to have the skills developed on Leetcode as I was able to identify and address these issues before they became a problem in production. Yeah, so Leetcode tends to reshape the accuracy and the thinking of edge cases. Diligence surpasses natural ability. Exertion trumps innate skill when that skill isn't exerted. Tim Knox quote speaks to me on a personal level, particularly when it comes to Leetcode. I've encountered numerous talented developers who struggle with even medium-level questions. Even medium-level, those are hard, because they lack the experience and understanding of the problem-solving approach and tools required. Yeah, but it's correct also. So with additional practice, they become not medium level. Initially, I had a hard time solving even the easiest questions on Leetcode. However, after taking several courses on data structures and algorithms and practicing regularly, I improved the point that I can solve most medium level questions with reasonable time frame and even some difficult ones. My recent switch from Python to Java for solving very good questions further reinforced the significance of practice. Despite using Java in daily work, it doesn't feel natural when it comes to solving this kind of, Leetcode problems are much harder with Java than in Python. Python Python is a good programming language for Leetcode. For production, Java is better. For production grade code. Yet, I am not discouraged. I am confident that with enough practice, I will become just as skilled in Java as I am in Python. Strategic planning. 5. Strategic planning plays a critical role in the creation of software. Planning is a critical aspect in software development and cannot be overlooked. In the course of both practicing and participating in real interviews, it has become clear that coding is just one part of the process. The tendency to jump straight into coding after reading prompt is a common mistake that can lead to undesirable results. Software development is plagued with ambiguities and unanticipated outcomes, and coding interviews aim to replicate this. Yes, they try. These ambiguities this ambiguation of the problems is a critical part. This by providing questions that are often vague or incomplete. It's crucial to communicate with your interviewer and seek clarification on any uncertainties or constraints before starting to write the code. Everyone is saying this. Maybe we can challenge this. Maybe you can state a couple. Maybe it's better for you to state I assume this and this and this, and let me know if assumptions are incorrect or something, rather than asking, is this the way? It's advisable to present a solution, assess its strengths and limitations, totally agree, and only commence coding once everyone is on board on the proposed plan. I've seen so many people who didn't have any plan for the solution, just starting to solve it. Plan is good. Otherwise, if the solution doesn't meet the time and space requirements, it will be too late to make any necessary changes. This also holds true in professional settings and starting to code without properly analyzing the requirements. Totally agree. Considering all options can lead to significant. I think that, this is totally makes sense. When was the last time you saw a design document task in your sprint? So, if not, then this should be in. Conclusion. As an individual, I am fortunate to enjoy Leetcode and find pleasure in practicing it even outside my job searches. However, Understand that not everyone shares the same sentiment and may see it as a waste of time and not applicable to real-world scenarios. Though this article, I aim to challenge this notion and highlight the value of using Leetcode as a tool to improve problem-solving skills as data structure knowledge, even if it is just for interview preparation. It's important to remember that not all jobs require Leetcode style questions, and if you don't enjoy it, there are still plenty of opportunities out there. But they are getting shorter and shorter opportunities to pass an interview without Leetcode. Thank you for reading this. If you feel like to connect, feel free to reach me on LinkedIn. Written by Rahul Bram. Good article. Good, concise, short article.